Hi, my name is Paula DuPero and I'm a librarian at the Western Campus, and today I'll be providing an overview of Academic Search Complete, how to search it, how to limit your results, and how to access the articles that you have. In order to reach our databases, you will click on either Student Resources, scroll down, and you'll see Library under Student Academic Support. Or you can log in through MyTriCSpace by putting in your S number and your password. And when you're on that screen, you'll go to the Student tab over here, and you'll scroll down until you see Academic Support, and then the library is the first under that. Once you get to this page, you're always going to want to go to the subject guides when you're doing research. No matter what course you're in, that's your starting point. So we're going to click on subject guides, and then you're going to see every discipline that we teach here. So whatever subject you are in and you're writing a research paper or giving a speech, this is where you want to come. So for your English class, we're going to click on English, and we're going to go into the main English guide. And today we're going to take a look at Academic Search Complete. Now, when you go to access this database from off campus, before you get into this screen, it will ask you for your username and your password. So this is your S number and your password, and then hit submit, and it will let you in for 2 hours. If you're spending more than 2 hours looking for articles, I'm going to suggest that you're going to talk with the librarian, and we'll help you figure out your terms, subject headings, if it's the right database. That's a long time to be hunting, so please feel free to give us a call or email us to get more help. Once you're in, you're going to see that there are some search boxes. So you type in what you're looking for. So my topic for my research paper is bullying. So I'm going to type that in and hit search. And this is the typical search that I see. And what comes back is 16,000 plus articles. And this is too many. So the first thing that we need to do is really focus our topic. So if I'm writing a 3 to 7 page paper on bullying, I certainly can't cover every aspect of it. So I need to focus my paper and think to myself, what do I really want to write on? So perhaps I'm looking at prevention. So if I type that in, I could be looking at prevention or prevention programs. I want you to notice that it is one topic per line. We don't type in sentences. We don't put everything on one line. So one concept or one topic per line. And when I search that, I'm going to see that I went from 16,000 down to 435 articles. Now I'm going to keep looking over here on the left to refine my results. I want to make sure the articles that are left are the ones that are truly focused on bullying and prevention. So I can do that by sliding down and taking a look at the subject thesaurus. So I can see there is a subject heading called bullying prevention. There's also one, prevention of school bullying. So I might want to look at either one of those. And I can do that simply by clicking the box, and it's going to go through the results and only pull back where the subject heading bullying prevention is now included. So now I have 97 articles. I'm going to limit to full text so that I can get articles I can print out. One of the other ways, if you get overwhelmed by the number of articles, is that you could limit to, say, the last 5 years. So if that was 2014 to 2019, you just hit the enter, and it will sort through and take our result list down to articles in the last 5 years that have the subject heading bullying prevention that are full text. So I have 58 articles, and I think this is a nice set of articles to look through. If I still had hundreds of articles, I may want to again look at the subject headings to see if I could limit it even further, just so that I'm in a set that's easy to go through. It's not overwhelming. Once I do that, you're going to see each one of the blue is the title of an article. All right, so you can see all these different titles. When I see one that looks interesting to me, I certainly don't want to have to read all of these articles. So if I see something I want to look at, so perhaps I'm saying we should focus on eliminating bullying at a younger age, so preschool. So maybe that's something I want to talk about. So I'm going to click on the title of this article. Now I don't want to read all 12 pages of this article. Instead, I'm going to look at the abstract. If I read the abstract and I say, that looks interesting, I do think I want this article, then I can see that it's full text, and you'll see your full text options always on the left. So I can click on the full text of this, and it's going to open the article exactly as it appeared in the magazine and journal. I can print the article by clicking on this print button and then hitting print again, and it will print out the entire article for me. I can choose to email myself this article, and to be frank, this is how I normally choose to deal with any of my research. I will email it to myself. So I would put in my email address, and then I like to, in the subject heading, tell me what the article was about. So I would say bullying article preschool, so I know which one this was. And then you can see over here it's got the PDF attached, and then I can also send the citation to myself. So if I drop down, I can pick the MLA citation, and now I'm sending that to myself. So now I'm going to get the article plus the citation. If I wanted to keep looking, I would go back to the result list. Some of these articles will be in a different format. So for example, this one right below the one I was looking at is available in HTML and PDF. HTML looks like somebody typed it into a Word document. So while you're getting all of the text, you might not get images, or it might be difficult to read charts, that kind of thing. So you can see here's some data that's in here that's a little more difficult to look at. If we look at it in the PDF version, it's exactly as it looked like in the magazine or the journal. So sometimes that will give you those results easier to interpret. So if the PDF is ever an option, we're always taking that over the HTML. The one other thing that you get in the PDF is page numbers. So if I wanted to cite this part of the article, I would know for my Insight citation, it's from page 412. Now, let's say I looked through this and I've gotten my stuff on prevention, but I also wanted to talk about bullying that had to do with social media as part of my paper. So I could come up and just change my topic and go through the same steps. So now I'm looking at bullying and social media. There are 1,000 articles, and I find that to be too much. So I'm going to come down again, and I'm going to look at the subject headings. And I can see in this database, they say, oh, when you're going online, you should be looking at cyberbullying. So I can click on that. I can come back down and say, I want to focus on social media. And now I'm back down to 87 articles that have to do with social media and bullying. So you'll see here's cyberbullying and here's social media. So I have 87 focused articles on bullying and social media. And again, I could look at any of these. Number 2 seems right on my topic. Well, although it seems right on my topic, I want to bring something up. So, document type. This is a book review. So this article is going to talk about Angela Lepper wrote a fantastic account of social media bullying and is highlighted in her book, Weaponized Social Media. You want to avoid these type of articles unless you're looking for books to include in your research, because this is just something that will take your time of looking at it, but it's not going to further your research. So we can go back to the result list. We could come over here and look at the source type. So we don't want book reviews, but maybe we want to look at magazines. So we can click that. And we would also like to include the journals. So we can click that. And those will include all of those and take out the book reviews. So if you find you get a lot of book reviews, you can absolutely use the source type to eliminate those. All right. One of the other ways that you may see to locate an article is where it says Full Text Finder. When you see that, all you're going to do is click on it, and what it's saying is, we have this article, it just appears in a different database than you're searching right now. We'll take you to the database that it's in. So you're just going to click on the link, and it's going to take you to the other database. If you're off campus, it may ask you to authenticate again to go into the new database. Again, on the left, we can see the full text. I can click that, open it, and again, I could print it. A new feature on this one is to download it. So if I want to download it to my laptop, my computer, a jump drive, somehow save it, you can click on that and you can name the article and you can save it wherever you want. Once I'm done, I'll hit the X at the top, the X again, the X to get me back to my result list. So you can see that there's articles, whether PDF, HTML, are taking you to a different database. This is a basic overview of using Academic Search Complete. If you come in and you find that you're having a hard time finding what you're looking for, or you're still overwhelmed, or you haven't limited your topic, I want you to know that you can always reach out to the librarians. This is my email address if you wanted to email me. If you're wondering what would you say, you would just say, Professor DePero, I'm working on a research paper. My topic is women in the military. I'm struggling to find articles that discuss respect for women. And then I will take a look and give you some keywords, databases that might help you to move you forward. So please don't ever hesitate to email or give us a call. All right, take care.